At present, there are more than 200 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Hawaii, with the vast majority in the island of Oahu. There are only 2 islands left in the Aloha State that are still free of the deadly disease, and one of them is Lanai, and the other is the focus of our next live report with our Hawaii correspondent, Alfred Asenas. Alfred, come in.
Aloha, Alma. How
Aloha.
are you tonight?
I'm good. Good to hear from you.
That anchor desk is becoming a lonely place, so we're trying to keep you company as much as we can.
That's good. Much needed.
Yeah. So you mentioned the one island in Hawaii, which is Molokai. As a matter of fact, we visited this island about a year ago this month. For another reason. There was an outreach, and we accompanied the entourage. And bottom line, the atmosphere there was really positive, energetic, and it was a good feeling. We thought we check on one of the residents there. Her name is Rosemary Ewing. She is a caregiver there on Molokai, and we had a chance to chat with her earlier this evening. This time, given her profession and given her situation in that part of the world, so we expected it to be not as positive, but she shared some concerns with us as far as on behalf of the residents. And I'm hoping we can show that clip of Rosemary from Molokai.
Okay.
Ang mga residente po, okay naman po sila, pero ito pong nangyayari pong bagong nag-spread na coronavirus ay nagbibigay ng takot sa mga residente. Hindi lang sa mga kupunas dito, but sa lahat po namin na residente dito. Kaya po, tulong-tulong po ang lahat. We are on the same page po that we are cautious on what's going on. So we are trying to do our best to do the precautionary measures like ang tinuturo na hand washing. Yan ang pinaka-best na gagawin natin para hindi ma-prevent yung pag-spread po. And then yun pong mga matatanda po, sila po yung parang vulnerable po doon na makakapitan po. That's why sila po yung iniingatan namin. So, meron pong policy ngayon na mag-stay home, if possible po. Para sa ganun, maiwasan yung... we are also observing social distancing, sinasabi po. Para sa ganun po ay... paiwasan po na kasi zero case pa nga po dito sa Molokai. So, ang ginagawa po ay tulong-tulong po ang lahat na iniiwasan. Yung tourist po ay hindi po nila pinapayagan muna dito sa Molokai.
Okay, Alma, as I was saying, the island of Molokai is a small island which has a population just over 7,000. And for our audience in the Philippines, just an idea of how big the island is. It's bigger than Polillo Island in Quezon Province and slightly smaller than Marinduque. So anything that happens there, they're really sensitive, of events. And this is one with the spread already going about for most of the Hawaiian islands. They're doing everything they can to prevent contamination on Molokai. Thankfully, when we asked her about the shortages of supplies, wala naman. They're doing fine. But one aspect that really struck our interest during the interview is that she has family here on Oahu. And not only that, she has a daughter who's also a frontliner who's already, had to, from her description, had interactions with those who may have possibly been exposed. So let's listen in to how she's dealing with being in Molokai with family elsewhere.
Okay.
Kasi kung start na nag-outbreak yung parang lumala na po sa Honolulu. So, online classes na po sila. Ngayon, ang sabi ko sa kanya po, to decide kung uuwi ka, excuse me, kung uuwi ka, dito kasi para magkasama tayo. Anyway, it's online classes. But ang sabi po ng anak ko, she's a caregiver also. And sabi niya sa akin, no, I'm not coming home kasi may case na dito and ayaw kong ma-expose. Na-expose na ako sa mga tao dito. And ayaw kung halimbawa makakuha ako sa plane. I don't know how they clean the plane, sabi niya. And I'll bring the virus to you, sabi niya. Sa akin po. So sabi ko naman po yun ang sabi niya. Yun ang conviction niya na hindi siya uwi. So, kaya nalulungkot po ako.
Okay.
On the other hand, masaya din po ako kasi I'm proud of her as a caregiver na she's thinking of us. She's thinking of me and other people na kung what if she cut something, she will bring it to us. So, I'm proud of her.
That's good. That's good.
Doing that.
So Alma, that's a huge sacrifice. Even though they have the convenience of just traveling, island hopping as we describe it here. To say that for the sake of everyone else on the island, it's best that they have to remain separated and for the good of the islands, if you will. And so it took us, that was really huge, moving statement. Now, she did have also, we did give her the opportunity to make any requests to the mayor of Maui County, because Maui County includes Molokai and Lanai Islands, and this is what she had to say to the mayor there, Mayor Mike Victorino. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yung mga testing kits or yun yung testing kits na maging available sa lahat for free. So that at saka kung mayroon nang ma-detect that when they will be treated, na sana ay free din. So kasi ang mangyayari niyan siguro, in my own opinion, that if they will be tested positive, dahil magastos yun, baka they will just hide it. They will not tell the truth. Mm-hmm. Because they will spend. So with medical or without medical, should be fair. They'll get treated for free.
So we can also look into that as far as the long-term procedures as to how will insurance companies address the matters of COVID-19, which she points out something that's going to strike some more interest. As the days and months go by and things start to establish themselves as far as procedures on not only the treatment, but then what about the coverages, especially when you have roughly about 1/5 or almost 20% of the Hawaii's population being kupuna, which is referred to as senior citizens. And so she also had some last words as far as to her loved ones, as well as to those in the front lines and everyone else. Let's listen in.
Actually, to my daughter, that with this condition right now that we are in, that everybody should be cautious on this so it won't spread. Just take care of herself and with my family in the other islands, that we wanted to be together in one place, but then with this condition now, we don't know when we will be seeing each other again. We will just be like cautious on ourselves, to take care of ourselves, and so that we will not be infected. And also with our other friends, they should be cautious also, like helping each other, so that if we start helping each other in our home, and then it will not spread in outside, and it will we will contain the virus, and we will fight to defeat the virus.
So just to give some current numbers here in Hawaii, there are 204 confirmed cases of COVID-19. That was a jump from 175 yesterday. Lately, we've been, and the State Department of Health has also been tracking the number of recoveries, which is sitting at 49. And thankfully, 0 deaths here in the Aloha State. And that's all we have so far. And I know we have a lot more to talk about here, but coming from Hawaii, Alfred Asenes, Eagle News, we live in interesting times, Alma.
Before I let you go, how are the Filipino communities over there helping each other at this time of crisis?
Well, as you know, the Filipinos, or ethnic Filipinos, comprise of all the other non-Hawaiian groups. I think the Filipinos are ranked first or second after the Japanese groups, which is a pretty large chunk of the population. And we've come across some chat groups, forum groups, just like anywhere else in the world. They're using information technology to keep themselves in touch. So we just want to thank again our folks in the IT community for being frontliners themselves, because they have to accommodate now larger than normal demand for web communication, for online communications, to be able to abide with CDC guidance. And to touch a little bit on that relief package that the federal government approved, we're looking at about $4 billion, at least $4 billion that's going to Hawaii.
Okay.
The chunk of it is going to go initially to state and county response efforts, and about 1.24 billion is going to go to the residents through the direct payments that the Trump administration emphasized, and 1.14 billion to unemployment assistance. Now, there's also talk about, okay, what about the tourism industry? That we expect that to be addressed further, because Alma, remember, tourism is the #1 industry here in Hawaii. We're talking about billions in double digits, and to be able to recover from that will take a while to do so. And what other industries are out there? Well, you have you still have the defense community that's also a contributor to Hawaii's economy, and then a distant third or fourth or whatever is the agriculture section, which has dwindled in the last century. So we expect the state government to look into this further on how to jumpstart, if I can use the term. But there's not going to be any quick solution at this point. Not that what we're seeing right now.
All right. I wish I could keep you company. I used to reside there, Stay healthy.
We will, Alma. We'll leave a space for you. Aloha.
Hello.